What's going on YouTube? My name is GT, and if you're new to this channel, we provide meaningful information around fitness and finances through interesting conversations like the one we're gonna have today. Let's get right into it. So today we're going to be talking about a very important topic that is going to affect all of us and is going to provide a money-making opportunity. I know in previous videos we've been talking about XRP, and on my next video I'm going to give us an update as to where we are with XRP. We have still been accumulating. The price has fallen into our buy zones, and we've been adding, waiting for the run up, as we're going to be seeing later on this year. But today we're going to be talking about what in the world is going on with artificial intelligence. Since President Donald Trump has taken office, there has been an immense push on getting funding to be able to further the agenda of artificial intelligence. So much so that Donald Trump did two interesting things in the last couple of weeks. Number one, he called the CEO of one of the largest AI companies to meet with him at the White House to discuss strategy, overall what's going on and what's on the landscape ahead. Remember, we are in a significant time in history where a lot of countries are battling to become the leader in AI innovation. The second thing that's happened is that President Donald Trump announced that he's going to be putting tariffs on chips for artificial intelligence to all countries outside of the United States. Now, why would he do that? He is trying to find a way to essentially stiff arm the competition from other neighboring countries so that they are impacted by using artificial intelligence companies that are not US based. So with that being said, why the push? I'm going to explain this to you today. Artificial intelligence is providing an avenue now for organizational efficiency. In the United States, we have been noticing that there is a lot of waste that's been going on and money being spent on things that don't need to be spent on. And so here we are with trillions of dollars of debt in the United States, and yet there is a solution here to reduce the waste, free up some debt, and essentially allow us to make more money as a country. We're only one of many countries that have seen what is going on with the innovation of AI. And so now, with that being said, there's a couple of things that are going to happen. Number one, we are going to see impacts from jobs. People are going to lose your jobs. If your job is able to be automated or done more efficiently by some sort of automation, more than likely, over the next 2 to 3 years, your job may not exist. So this is a time that you need to learn and figure out ways to reinvent yourself. Get yourself into another industry that's more service-based, that's more targeted as a niche, that's something that can't be automated or replicated. You have to find ways now to start reinventing yourself so that you're set up for success. Now, we're going to be talking about some AI companies towards the end on ones that are good buys right now that I'm looking for. Of course, not financial advice. So stick around to the end of the video. Be sure to like this and continue to stick around and watch till all the way to the end. So keeping going, a couple of things have occurred also regarding AI. Some companies now have been working on their own version of AI to combat the current leaders in artificial intelligence. There was an article, matter of fact, it's probably easier if I just show it to you. This article represents that China came out with an artificial intelligence secretly, unbeknownst to most of the world, called DeepSeek. A few weeks ago, when DeepSeek came out, this provided significant impact to the United States global economy and stock market. Everything crashed because we saw that there was other competitions doing it better, more efficient, and cost effective than what we were doing now. So a lot of our AI companies were under a lot of pressure, and clearly now the race is on to see who is going to be the true leader in artificial intelligence. Now, since you stuck around this long for this video, I'm going to tell you 3 companies that I'm looking for now to take a step forward in AI that I find now to be a great price for a stock to purchase now, although it's not financial advice. And at the end, I'm going to leave you with the hidden gem, the fourth one that a lot of people are not really focusing on right now. And I'm going to tell you when it's going to be a great time to buy. The first company I'm loving, and this is by far the number one all day, every day, you got to have them in your portfolio, is none other than NVIDIA. NVIDIA fell below $120 a share as early as a few weeks ago. In our financial community, Financial Freedom Builders, I'm going to leave you the link below if you want to join our financial community. We were given alerts for folks to buy NVIDIA under 120. It was a glorious opportunity. I bought so many shares. I even bought shares for my kids for their future investment accounts and beyond. So NVIDIA at $120, now it's popped up to $124 at the time of this recording. I do believe that we're going to see NVIDIA continue to ascend, get back to at least $150, and potentially start making a new all-time high of $180 later on this year. But right now at $120, you have about a 25% gain you can make from here as it goes to its next destination. The second company I like is none other than Advanced Micro Devices, AMD. AMD recently reported earnings that showed that they have great trajectory this year with data centers that they're building this year and a lot of partnerships they've been able to create with a lot of companies. And although the stock earnings report came out negative and it brought the price down, it created an opportunity for us to get in. So prices fall down so that we could pick it up and ride it back to the promised land. And so now AMD fell to $109, which is historical support at that price. So that's the floor of the room. So of course, our financial community, we immediately loaded up and bought some AMD. And I do believe that at some point later on this year, we will see AMD get to at least $150, if not $160. So if you're buying it at $110, this is a great deal. The third company we like is Broadcom. Broadcom as well is another company that's going to be very, very immersed into the AI space for American-grown companies in the United States. Donald Trump secured billions of dollars to be able to push more innovation into innovation in AI on American-grown companies, and these three companies will be there to benefit from. Now, the fourth company that I'm going to leave on your radar for you to keep on is none other than Supermicro Computer, SMCI. SMCI back in October had an accounting issue within their organization, and they were accused of having some accounting bad practices where they weren't reporting the numbers correctly, and they were given an extension to now refile those numbers and the financials to then be cleared and then be able to be relisted on the NASDAQ. Since then, the stock has taken a massive beating. However, two things have occurred recently. Actually, there's three. Two things. The first two things I want to mention is that number one, next week on February 11th, they are going to be doing a report out of their business progress that they have been doing over the last few months and what they project going on ahead. So if you have accounting fraud going on, why would you be doing a press release? Clearly, this is an indicator that they have the situation under control. The second thing is that NVIDIA has now gotten into a partnership with SMCI to start building out further data centers as they're trying to expand out the amount of chips that they're pumping out this year. So if the largest AI company in the world is partnering with these guys who apparently had accounting fraud, why would they get in line with somebody that doesn't have their things in order? So those two things represent to us an indicator that they are moving in the right direction and the books are getting cleaned up. The third thing you want to keep in mind with this is that at the end of February, they have to officially report the books that they had issues with and Q4 of last year as to what the true financials were. So leading up to this, we should be getting a report that they have cleared that situation with the regulatory people. Once that does, that stock will go on a massive heater. It is currently now $32. I can see SMCI over the next 60 days, in 2 months, jumping up to as high as $50 from here. So keep that one on your radar. Of course, there's risk with this one, and there's always risk with investing, so you have to always control your position size. But if you follow the trend on what we're seeing there, SMCI should be able to provide you a massive opportunity. Like content like this, and if you stuck around this long, be sure to like the video, share this with somebody you know, subscribe to our page, and stick around for our next video. If you like this one, you're going to love the next one. We'll talk to you then.